Hi, this is Andy Schultz with Invoke, here today to talk to you about a new feature in Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2011, which you see before you on the screen. And this new feature is called Connections. So to illustrate connections to you, I'm going to go down to the contacts area of CRM. Before I go there, I want to show you how you can click on the entity in the nav pane here and pull out this flyout menu that allows you to choose the view before you ever navigate to the area for that entity. So I want to see contacts, but instead of going straight to contacts and getting the default view, I can actually choose active contacts, inactive contacts, some of these other views, or I can even open up a recently visited record. So I've been working with the Wathley Stuber record lately, and that's a common name, so it's probably not the same one you know, but you may know somebody by that name too. But as we click on any of these in the bottom here, we can go right to that record without even visiting the contacts area or grid. So I'm going to choose the active contacts view, and you'll notice right away it brings up the active contacts view. These guys change places, so we have the quick find menu or the quick find text box over here on the right, and our view drop down is over here on the left, but we'll get used to that. And let's open up Adrian Dumitrescu, a sample data perennial, and we'll bring them up here, and you'll notice that on the menus, or on the ribbon, got to get used to saying that, there's a button called Connect. So I'm going to connect Adrian Dumitrescu to me. So we're connecting to Andy Schultz. If you pull out the details here and expand that, you can see, this is kind of a many-to-many thing we have going here. So here's a user, a CRM user, and his role in this relationship is the champion. Sometimes when you choose one in one of these two boxes, it'll populate the other one. Like if you choose parent here, this one will be it'll automatically be populated as child. Champion obviously doesn't have an opposite, as you can see there, so we'll leave that blank. And then we'll go ahead and save and close. We'll leave start date and end date blank as well. So my CRM user is now connected to this contact, Adrian Dumitrescu, and you can see that down here in connections. And what this helps you do is it just helps you see how different CRM records are connected. So a contact can be connected to an opportunity, a user can be connected to a lead, an account can be connected to something else in CRM, and it's kind of a social concept, I guess, where it's almost like seeing who's friends with who or who likes what. But as you're working with these, there are some really cool things that you can do. If I close this now, I'm going to choose a different view. And let's take, for instance, this contacts, influence deals that we won. There are two, George Sullivan and Marco Tanara. And if you open these up and go to connections, you'll see that they're related to an opportunity. And if we open up that opportunity, you'll see that it's won. Two layers of navigation there. We opened up the connection, and then the connection was related to the opportunity, so here that is. It's a one opportunity. So you can actually show a grid of all of the contacts that have a certain type of connection to something else, and that came out of the box. I wanted to make sure that this was that you could actually replicate this, and so I actually also created this contacts, influence deals that we lost. In past versions of CRM, there have been some views that had functionality that you couldn't replicate. For example, I don't remember the exact name, but something like contacts, no marketing materials in the last 90 days. That was in there in the out-of-the-box views, but it wasn't something that you could replicate and say no marketing materials in the last 30 days, or contacts, no phone calls. And so I wanted to make sure that you could actually create more of these. So I created this influence deals that we lost. Also very helpful, because maybe we want to go give these guys a kick in the shins or something. But you'll notice there are two contacts here that have connections to opportunities that we've lost and that have been closed in our system. So a lot of cool things that you can do with this new connections feature, and hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough and hope it's been useful for you. Thanks a lot. This is Andy with Invoke, and if you need any help, you can visit you can email info@invoke.net or visit the website at www.invoke.net. Thanks a lot.